This is my brutally honest review of The Sims 4 Get Famous. This is a part of a series where I review every pack for The Sims 4, including all of the older ones. EA describes Get Famous as a pack about claiming your fame. Your Sims can live out their wildest dreams of fame and fortune. Act the part, be your own muse, and direct your Sim towards a brilliant acting career. Run the town, join the glitz and glamour of Dal Sol Valley, a new world where your Sims are the talk of the town, and live a lavish lifestyle. Taking a look at Create a Sim mode, Get Famous is a weird one for me. In some ways it comes with a lot, for example 8 new hairstyles for female Sims, and it comes with a few nice clothing options for celebrities, but for the most part I would say it's a little bit tragic. Most of the items here are just outfits for the NPCs who work with you in the live acting career. The nicest pair of jeans, for example, is ruined by a little pouch on the side used for the makeup artist NPC. Most of the outfits are weird costumes for the acting roles, so there's barely anything that's actually usable here. Being totally honest, I think most people will dislike the Create a Sim stuff here. I just don't really think there's enough to make great looking celebrity Sims to be constructive to EA. I think there should have been more cast options for all of the different categories. For example, they could have added some like really extravagant dressing gown, maybe a leopard print one or something. Male Sims also needed significantly more, as there's barely anything, and in general just less costumes and less NPC outfits and more actually celebrity inspired fashion. I feel like there's so many different routes they could have gone down with celebrity inspired fashion, but weirdly I found a lot of the Create a Sim stuff look like an office worker, like it looked like office worker stuff, if you know what I mean. It just wasn't for me. Create a Sim mode definitely falls short in a lot of ways. It gets a 4 out of 10. So the pack has 2 main build mode themes, being mid-century modern and I guess extravagant luxury. I think the build stuff in this pack is a little questionable, to be honest. In my opinion, the purpose of the build stuff in this pack should have just been able to create luxury celebrity homes and being able to make great clubs and bars for celebrities to go into. But none of the build stuff here really lets you do that in a rounded, qualitative way. The mid-century modern furniture is few and far between and not really enough to make a full build with it. The more extravagant luxury stuff I think is just so goofy looking, which I think I like in some ways because it's quite funny and it matches the Sim sense of humor, but there isn't really enough of it to make a full substantial build, and it just makes a build mode of this pack feel very empty. This pack for build mode is very heavily bloated with set pieces that are used in the live acting career, and I personally just feel like these should have stayed locked behind debug and not taken place of more meaningful objects. It's really hard to create a full build using the stuff in this pack. To be constructive to Maxis, I think they should have given us more stuff to create more luxury, modern looking celebrity mansions. Maybe even a curved pool in the unlikely event they were feeling ambitious. The build stuff here is okay. I just don't really find myself using it because it's just such a random mishmash and you just don't really know what to do with it half the time. I just feel like the whole point was missed and they just didn't go far enough with giving us enough assets. Build mode gets a 5 out of 10. Taking a look at the world of Dal Sol Valley, as you can see, it's very, very small. There's only one starter lot. All of the lots in this world are horrendous, including even the big celebrity mansions. Did you know they actually forgot to put toilets in one of the lots? There are literally no toilets anywhere. Judith Ward's mansion looks like an oversized American suburban house from Willow Creek. It's very, very strange. There's a lot of mistakes that they made in build mode, like wall swatches not matching and things. Everything looks very weird and bare and empty. Everything is just absolutely diabolical. And it's not just the lots, but also the world assets themselves as set piece decorations. They all look very randomly jumbled together. Like all of the houses, they kind of clip through each other. They're all just randomly placed without any care or thought. Absolutely no thought at all went into anything in this world, and I'm telling you that now. There's only 2 bars in the entire world. One is an upcoming hotspot which just regular Sims can go to and like 1-star celebrities. And then you've got the lot with the hottest spot in town lot trait, which only exclusive for 5-star celebrities can go to. Both lots look absolutely crap. There needed to be significantly more, and I can't believe there isn't. And the purpose of having like a celebrity hotspot doesn't even mean anything, because 5-star celebrities will turn up on any lot in any world. You could build the most trashiest, most horrendous lot, and a 5-star celebrity will turn up there. It breaks the immersion, so it defeats the whole point of having the celebrity hotspots. The world in this pack is absolutely horrendous. They could have had your celebrity Sims live in a big bustling city world, but of course the Sims 4 likes to separate every tiny element of gameplay across multiple packs. Unlike the Sims 3 Late Night, which had celebrities in a big city world, in the Sims 4 they're very much separate things. If I had to choose between sticking a flamethrower up my asshole or spending just 5 minutes in this world, you can guarantee that my asshole will be on fire. This world is horrendous. I absolutely hate it, and so does everybody else. It is getting a 0 out of 10. Taking a look at gameplay, there's actually quite a few different elements here. We've got the fame and reputation system. You can get famous for a very wide variety of different reasons, including cross-pack reasons. Certain interactions basically just give you fame points and they increase your fame level. I personally feel like fame rises quite slowly, which is good because I think it's challenging. And then we've got the reputation system, which applies to not just famous Sims, but all Sims in general. The reputation system basically categorizes a lot of different actions as very good things or very bad things, and depending on what you do changes your reputation and the way different people perceive you. Both come with very unique benefits or limitations too, which I think is interesting. As you go up the ranks as a celebrity, you get fame points which you can spend on different perks. It works just like a skill tree. I think these perks are really cool. There's a limited number of them, so you can't have them all, so you have to pick and choose wisely. Some of them are also dependent on whether or not you have a good or bad reputation, and you can also gain celebrity quirks which are actually randomly assigned to you, and they depend on the way your sim lives their lives, and they can either be good things or very bad annoying things. My sim had a vain celebrity perk because she kept looking in the mirror, so as a result my sim would get very uncomfortable, and in order to relieve that uncomfortableness she had to look in the mirror constantly, which was very annoying. You can also interact with celebrities if you're not a celebrity yourself and attempt to ask for an autograph or ask for them to hug you or for a selfie. There's a lot of different aspects of being a celebrity which I'll go over more in the video, but in general I think being famous is fun. Now the main live career in this pack is an acting career, which is like a gig-based system where you take an audition, and then if you pass the audition you go into the acting phase. Every single acting job is on the exact same lots. There are different work tasks before you actually act, which are basic things like getting into costume or speaking with your co-workers. Each acting job requires different skills in order to progress, so you have to pick and choose wisely which one is best for your sim. And then the acting just involves standing on a set, and you either do a basic interaction or a risky one. The risky one increases your reward payout if you actually pass it, although if you fail it, of course it decreases it. I feel like it's frustrating that there's only one lot that you can act from. I think as a result the career does get very repetitive, and the lot itself just feels like an object dump where they just dumped all of the different kind of interactable objects that you get in the pack all in one place. It doesn't really like it feels very meaningless. It's got nothing on the Sim Superstar. As you go through the career you can unlock bigger and more interesting roles. The only small criticism I have is that I feel like acting should pay a lot more for the higher up roles. I think it's okay, but it does get very repetitive, I will be honest with you. You can also do vlogging with a special desk object in the game. There are many different influencer careers in The Sims 4 in the base game in different packs, and this is just another spin on the exact same thing, but this one is more of a spin of being like a YouTuber. On the media production table you can upgrade it and change it. You can do different kinds of vlogs, including emotional vlogs. You can reply to comments and do things like that, and then once you've edited and uploaded a video you earn royalties from it every single day. I don't think it's a huge gameplay thing, but I feel like it's a nice little side hustle your Sims can do. There's also a drone that you can use that can follow you around, and you can upload that as a video too, which I think is really cool. You can also use it for streaming. The drone does stop recording you when you perform certain interactions like using the toilet or sleeping, so unfortunately you can't be sadistic and make your Sim Sims woohoo and record it. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Although I do think, honestly, the vlogging and the drawing thing is quite fun. I honestly think it's a little bit more fun than the acting career. Obviously, I'm biased because I do YouTube myself, but I just feel like it's a fun way to enjoy the pack. Although you do earn like way too much money by doing this. You could earn way more money doing this than you could as a celebrity. Although again, like to be honest, a lot of real world YouTubers earn more than a lot of celebrities do. I guess it's kind of realistic, but I just feel like it should have been toned down a little bit. There's also a music station where you could mix songs. It's not that deep. It's not like you go into a proper studio. You just watch an animation of your sim pretending to mix tracks, and then you can sell the songs for royalties if a label wants to own the rights. It's a little bit weird. It's very small and not really implemented in a fun or challenging way. Probably one of the worst features of the pack in my opinion. There's also a stylist station which is solely used for the acting career lot type, although you can interact with it in other lots where you can go into create a sim and give other sims a hair and makeup makeover. You have some choice as to how you style your sims, although you don't really get paid for it, so there's no point. It's nothing like the Sims 3 stylist career. This object basically has no meaningful functionality outside of the live acting career lot type. I just feel like it would have been good to be able to have a community lot called a stylist, I don't know, like a salon or something, where you could work as a beautician or a stylist or something. It would have been so cool. This is such a big missed opportunity. It's the same with the wardrobe platform. You can put on costumes or upgrade other people's outfits, although this one you have no choice and it's randomly generated, so this is another meaningless one. In terms of more miscellaneous features, kids can join a drama club in school. There's a chance of a random sim calling you to ask you on a blind date. There's a shark pond where you can fill it with sharks or other kinds of fish, and there's a chance your sim can drown in the pond with the sharks, although it's technically not a new death type as it's just death by drowning. The pack comes with a money vault, and it also acts as a woohoo location as well as being able to store money. There's a fan meet and greet event. The fans very unrealistically fade into the screen and then they start acting very chaotic around you, although in my case, by the time the event officially started, the fans actually began to fade away and or walk away and just left. So you can consider this event to be broken, unfortunately. Once you reach a high enough celebrity star level, you get your own celebrity tile which you can place on the floor. You can also deface other people's tiles. There's also a chance that your sims can go to rabbit hole parties with other celebrities. If this was The Sims 3, you would actually go to the party, but of course The Sims 4 lacks any ambition, love or care, so you have to pretend they're at a party as it's a rabbit hole. There are lots of random small things like being able to receive fan mail in the post that contains random things. You can start a lifestyle brand and earn a little bit of income that way. There's quite a few of these tiny features that add a little bit more depth to the pack. To the standard of The Sims in general, The Sims 1, 2, 3 and all the spin-offs, this is a very bad pack. It lacks a lot of ambition, especially compared to The Sims 3 Late Night. There's no exciting city with multiple celebrity hotspots, no butlers, no house parties, no real excitement. But to the standards of The Sims 4 itself, I think it's an okay pack. The acting career can be fun despite being a little bit tedious in the long term, and becoming a celebrity can also feel like a fun gameplay aspect to mess around with. The features of the pack mostly feel finished and well implemented, but the pack feels like it has something missing, and I think this comes down to The Sims 4 being such a disjointed game. What was once one pack in The Sims 3 is now 5 packs in The Sims 4, and The Sims 4 Get Famous is definitely one of these packs that got done dirty. Additions like becoming a YouTuber or streamer and a live acting career are fun, but the pack just isn't that ambitious. Even The Sims 1, The Sims Superstar actually had a lot more going for it in my opinion. To be constructive to EA, the world should have been bigger with more exciting celebrity venues, a personal assistant maybe, more live careers like a supermodel or a singer. They could have added a celebrity trailer for the acting lot, maybe even bands. This is a bad Sims pack, but it's an okay Sims 4 pack pack for gameplay, it gets a 7 out of 10. In terms of bugs, after recording a vlog, sometimes the vlog doesn't save. Also, if your emotion changes during an emotional vlog, it glitches out. If an NPC townie wears a costume at the acting lot, they won't actually remove the costume even after leaving the lot, and they walk around looking very weird. And as I said before, the meet and greet event doesn't really work. So Get Famous basically ruins your game, and you do require, unfortunately, 1 or 2 mods to fix it. 5-star celebrities appear literally everywhere. Find the most common peasantry looking place and Judith Ward or somebody else will be sure to arrive like a fly to a sack of shit. And celebrities cause mayhem in every lot that they appear in, people passing out, fans running around everywhere, paparazzi, etc. And of course, because Sims 4 Townie AI is so dumb, it makes doing anything in any lot basically unplayable. If you're a PC or Mac player, you must get a mod to avoid 5-star celebrities appearing in any random lot. I don't know why EA didn't just code them to only appear in celebrity hotspot lots. It's not hard, but apparently it was too hard and it just ruins the game. The pack doesn't perform like severely terribly, but I think it's really important to stress to you, it heavily breaks the immersion of the game unless you can of course use mods. It gets a 7 out of 10 for performance. In terms of cross-pack play, you can basically get famous for like almost anything that you can think of. You could be, for example, a famous spellcaster with Realm of Magic, a famous archaeologist with Jungle Adventure. You could get famous for visiting Sixam, the alien world with Get to Work. They do seem to be forgetting cross-pack play for Get Famous in the more recent packs, but for most of the older packs, you can get famous for a wide variety of reasons. And I think it's very flexible, and I think it opens up your gameplay to a lot of different scenarios, which I like. The only annoying thing in terms of cross-pack play, as I said before, which is that celebrities appear in random lots. If your sim, for example, needs to go to hospital with Get to Work and a celebrity appears on the lot, the doctor won't see you for your issue, if you know what I mean. So that's how it kind of breaks certain things with cross-pack play. But in general, I actually think it's quite a good pack for cross-pack play in terms of the different ways you can get famous. It gets an 8 out of 10. In all, The Sims 4 Get Famous gets a 5.3 out of 10 for all of the different above options. Despite the low score, I actually think Get Famous is a fun-ish pack. As The Sims 4 is so disjointed and loves to upsell build mode, cast stuff, and a new set dressing world as major features, I will judge them as separate features and give them individual scores. And I think that's why my overall score is quite low. If you're just here for the gameplay, I think you'll enjoy messing around with what Get Famous has to offer with a few limits on your creativity. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this review, you might also enjoy one of the 2 reviews shown here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.